morning. Good morning on this triumphant Thursday morning. Welcome to the Love Morning Show. I'm your host, JB Lee. And what a good morning it is. Wake on up, get your day started, knowing that God made the heavens and the earth and everything in the universe. He loves you on this triumphant Thursday morning. Man, I'm telling you, God is good. He's good all the time, and all the time, God is good. Listen, I hope everybody's had a good week so far. We are on Thursday, y'all. We wasn't on Wednesday. I miss y'all on yesterday. And I want to give a shout out to all the Love Morning crew. A shout out to all the Love Morning crew. I miss y'all on yesterday. And man, I'm glad we're back here on Thursday. Good morning, McClammy. Good morning, Joe Kern. Good morning, Deacon Lamb. I'm glad we're able to get back here on this Thursday and get this thing off and popping on this Thursday morning, man. I hope everybody's doing good. Listen, today is Thursday. We headed right on into Friday. And God is, I'm telling you, he's good. He's good all the time. He is good. Listen, God says we are blessed. Not maybe, not could be, not should be, not gonna be. He says we are blessed. McClaim said I'm gonna have a week of ISS. That's it's in school suspension. I guess it's in studio suspension for a week. All right, McClaim put me in school suspension for a whole week for missing yesterday. I'll take that. Hey, y'all worth it. I'll take it. I'll go to ISS. Deacon Lamb said he missed being on yesterday morning. Listen. Hey, McClam, I'll take that as long as y'all keep coming. Good morning, Londa. I really miss y'all. I didn't want to miss it, but hey, sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Listen, God says that we are healed. Now, maybe that could be, not should be, not gonna be. He says we are. Lord have mercy. Everything he says about us is true. I got to go to Walmart today, y'all, to get me some foam. Good morning, Carolyn. I got to put me some foam or something under this laptop because yes, I got. Every time I move it look like I'm doing the jerk because you know what I'm saying. It just starts shaking. It ain't me, y'all. It ain't me. It's the table. So I got to get me some foam to put on to get that. I got to put some shock absorbers under my laptop. All right, God says that we are more than conquerors. Listen, he says you are more than a conqueror. He said, I did this thing for you. All I want you to do is live in. I want you to walk in. I want you to live your whole life through who I am because I love you that much. And then he said, listen, I will never leave you nor forsake you. He said, listen, somebody else might walk off and leave you. They might say, listen, I got to put you out here at the curb. They might say, look, I can't come back and pick you up. I don't want nothing else to do with you. And you say, well, Lord, what I'm going to do? He said, don't worry, I got you. I will never leave you nor forsake. He said, I'm not going to do you like they done you. He said, I'm going to stick closer to you than a brother. Good morning, Josephine. He said, I'm going to stick right there with you. And I'm going to be there with you. Good morning, Daphne. Josephine said, good morning, my husband. Thanking each and every one for your prayers, and he is still healing and plenty bed rest. We love you. Hey, we love y'all too, man. I'm telling you, God, we thank God for you. We thank God for his healing. We thank God for the bed rest. Now, Josephine, you got to bring him some breakfast in bed. You got to go in there, wash his feet in bed, do his toenail. Give him a manicure while he's laying up there in the bed on his toes in his hand. Straighten him out, Josephine. Pamper him while he laid in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Do what need to be done while he laying. He can't tell you now. No, I want to do that right now. He ain't got no choice. He laid right. Now, but we thank God for his healing. We thank God for you being able to be there with him and take care of him. Man, that's awesome. God, that's awesome. God knows just what he's doing when he's doing it. He makes all things well. Come on, I'm going to say it again. He makes all things well. And we thank God for him working and doing what he's doing and healing genes and restoring genes and making things all right. All right. Listen, this Thursday at 7 p.m., we'll have our Bible study at 7 p.m. on this Thursday. It'll be on, the different platform. And, hey, we trying to get on every platform we can get on. And Sooner or later, you're going to turn on your TV. You're going to, what time JB Lee on TV? Hey, man, listen, I'm telling you, I don't know. I have no idea to extent of what God is going to do with this Love Morning Show and the Bible study. That's not even my concern. My concern is to make sure I listen at God to have something to say so that people can get some revelation knowledge of how much God loves them and how much he wants to be in our lives. Come on, I'm talking to me and somebody. But we're going to have our Bible study tonight. And a lot of people, you know, they catch the Bible study later on, which is fine. Listen, see, I ain't going to get on here. I ain't going to get on here in the morning time or on Bible study nights and whenever. I ain't going to get on here and you know how people, come on in. Come on in. Come on in. I'm not doing that. I'm going in and I'm going to go ahead and get started. Now you catch it later, that's up to you. Carla said, yes, that's expectation on TV. Yes, amen. Hey, whatever God do, Carla, I'm gonna be right there for it. I'm gonna enjoy it just like everybody else. So I ain't gonna get on here and come on in. I'll wait. No, I ain't gonna wait. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna do what we're gonna do and we're gonna get off. Listen, one thing about this social media stuff, most of it, there's always a rewind. There's always a rewatch. You can always go back and look at it later. It don't matter. The word ain't gonna change because you have to look at it on replay. It's gonna be the same. Come on. You can get the same laughter. You can get the same message. You can get the same comfort. You can get the same joy. I go back and listen to that message from G.E. Patterson all them years ago. I still go back and looking at some of his messages, and I get the same thing I got when I first heard it. I get some joy, some understanding, some information, some revelation. Come on. I go back and listen to all these. Charles Stanley. I don't know Charles Stanley. I go back and listen to some of his messages. Matter of fact, I'm listening to Charles Stanley Sunday. Charles Stanley, I'm going to say this, we're going to move on. Charles Stanley was one of the first preachers back in the day that put out a book that I read his book. And I'm telling you, if you can find this book, I think it's still on Amazon. It's called The Spirit-Filled Life by Charles Stanley. And man, I'm telling you, that book really inspired my life. It did something to my thinking. The Spirit-Filled Life, I'm telling you, get a good understanding about the Spirit-Filled life. And Charles Stanley put that book out years ago. And that was the first book I ever read all the way through. Come on, I'm talking to me and somebody. That's the first book I ever read all the way through. And I believe it's the last one I read. You know what I'm saying? When people put books out, that's the first one I read all the way through. I think the last one I read all the way through. But anyway, if you want to get some good information, that book is only on Amazon. I think it's probably about $6 or $7. The Spirit-Filled Life by Dr. Charles Stanley. Good book. All right. Like I said, this Thursday we'll be having our Bible study at 7 p.m. And man, we thank you for coming on our morning show. I'm gonna give another shout out to the morning show crew. Thank you for coming on and enjoying it. I miss y'all yesterday. I miss you yesterday. And I just want to let you know how much I love you and appreciate you for getting on in the morning times and waking up and hitting that button and saying, hey, I'm watching, I'm on, I'm looking at you. I'm right here, you know, on my YouTube crew. You know, there be some people on there, but they don't say nothing a lot of time. But I know they enjoy it. I know they watching. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you. All right, let's get on down to our topic for today. Our topic for today is, we're right back on expectation. We're going to talk about positive expectation. Positive. You say, well, Jeff, why do you say positive? Because I'm telling you, you can have negative expectation. You say, well, how do you do that, JB Lee? Listen, I'm going to let you in on something. You know how you go into work and there's somebody on your job, you know, you don't click, you know, every day. Some days you go into work. Lord have mercy, I got to go in here and listen at this mess today. That's positive expectation. I mean, that's negative expectation. I got to go in here and listen at all this foolishness today. I don't even want to be here. That's negative expectation. We've all had it. Let's not, come on now. Let's not be super spiritual, not like we ain't never had. Good morning, Rosie. Let's not do that this morning. Let's be honest. All of us have had some negative expectation. You get ready to go to a cookout, and you know Rufus gonna be there every year, and Rufus gonna get drunk. You know Rufus gonna do something silly, and you say, Lord, I don't even want to go this year. I know Rufus gonna be there. I don't want to have to slap Rufus this year. I don't want to have to put my hands on him this year. That's negative expectation. You expecting Rufus to do something stupid, even though it might happen. But you need to change that negative to a positive, and you need to go say, you know what? I believe Rufus gonna be all right this year. Come on, I'm talking to see me and somebody. You see what I'm saying? Or you in a relationship, you married, or you got a girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever, and they been getting on your nerves lately, and you say, Lord, I don't know if I'm going. Man, I hate to go home today. They been getting on my nerves. I ain't want to hear that mess today. Now when I get off work, Lord knows I ain't want to hear that mess. I don't know if I'm going. That's negative expectation, because you expecting something to pop off. Come on, I'm talking to me and somebody. Come on, we've all been there. Come on. Let's not act like we super spiritual and we ain't never been there and done that. We all done it. Come on. Listen, you go into church. I'm taking this in. I'm taking it right where we live. I'm opening the door. You taking it to church. You say, well, I don't want to go. I tell you, I sure hope that choir ain't singing. Them old young adult choir, they come in with that boom, 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 boom. I ain't want to hear that mess today. I sure hope, if they up there singing, I'm going back to the house. That boom, 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 I ain't want to hear that today. That's negative expectation. We all been there. And then somebody say, well, I tell you, I'm going, but if the pastor ain't there, I'm turning around coming back home. I ain't want to hear nobody else. Last time he had that guy come in, that guy, all he did was song. He ain't preached nothing. I ain't want to hear him today. He need to get somebody else to fill in when he gone. I ain't want to hear that. I ain't going down there for that's negative expectation. I'm talking to me and somebody. See, you can have, when we talk about expectation, you can have negative and you can have positive. On your drive into work, you know, your traffic bad. You didn't leave early enough. You know you don't always leave early enough to get there on time. And the traffic a little backed up. You know, you feel like it's going to be before you get to the house. And you start out, man, I ought not even go in today. I know that traffic bad. They're going to have me backed up. I'm sick of this traffic. I need to move. I need to find me somewhere else to stay. I need to get me another job. That's negative expectation. You're expecting the traffic to be backed up. Even though you can leave early enough where you can miss it. You might get to work 15 minutes early, but at least you won't be late. Come on, we've all been there. But let me tell you something about positive expectation. Positive expectation, even though negative might try to ruin your day, positive will always outdo the negative. Come on, I'm talking to me and somebody. So you could look at the battery in your car. You could say, well, you know, how did that system work? Here's how it works. The negative post is there to ground everything. So the electrical current that's going out from the positive don't get all haywire and start bouncing and carrying on and disrupting stuff. It keeps everything grounded. And it only receives a little trickle back on the negative side when something gets out of whack. That's all the negative is for. But the positive, on the other hand, it sends out energy to start the car. Come on, I'm talking to me and somebody. It sends out positive energy to start the car. And then while it does, it makes its rounds. It starts the vehicle, it gets everything going, and then it goes right on back and it takes the current, and the alternator is sitting there turning and it's sending current back to the battery on the positive side. Come on, I'm talking to me and somebody. So you got to look at this thing now. See, on the positive side, you're able to send out something positive and to get things going, and you're able to receive a good amount of energy back to keep you refreshed and keep you restored. Come on, I'm talking to me and somebody. See, the negative side only is able to kind of keep things a little stable. It ain't doing much. It's just lying low. And when things get wacky a little bit, it receives a little trickle of energy back to keep things balanced. But the positive side, it sends out a flow of energy. And it receives a flow of energy back. Come on, I'm talking to me and somebody. That's why it's so good to be positive, to have some positive expectations. Because if you start sending out positive expectations in your life, you're going to receive a flow of positive things back to your life because you're sending out positive expectations. And the expectations you sending out, you're going to get some positive things back in your life. I'm talking to me and somebody. That's how important it is to be positive about your expectations. Because when you send out those positive expectations, you're going to get some positive things back in your life. I'm talking to me and somebody. That's just how God, see, God know what he do. Every system that has a positive and a ground, the positive is always on the giving and the receiving. Come on, I'm talking to me and somebody. I'm going to say that one more again. The positive is always on the giving and receiving. Come on. That's where we want to be in life. On the positive side of things. Oh, I know. Listen, like I said, I've been there before. Well, I've had some negative expectations about things. Negative. And a lot of them I've been wrong about. Come on, I'm talking to me and somebody. And I've said, you know what, I need, every time I think about something, I try to weigh it in my mind. Come on, before I rest on it. Because I want it to always be positive. Always. Now I'm gotten to the point when I see something I know got some negative in it, I throw some positive on it. Come on. If I see a negative situation about to pop off, and I say, let me do a little interview. Hey, how y'all doing? What's going on here? What's happening? All right, y'all doing all right? Yeah, we doing all right. And you change the subject. You know, you can be in a room full of people and you can hear a conversation about to go off. You get ready and say, that ain't gonna be good. You hear what I'm saying? You see them two individuals, there's a conversation getting ready to start surrounding, you know what I'm saying, you know things, and you know how you be around your families and people and stuff and things, and you say, let me get in on here. How y'all doing? Hey, let me holler at you a minute. You know what I'm saying? You make a detour. You make a detour for somebody. That's positive. You see a negative, and you go in there with a detour. You say, I got a detour for you. Hey, come on, hey, let me holler at you a minute. You gave him a detour for a positive. That's what I'm talking about. Even when you see a negative thing, you can make a detour for the positive. Even in our own minds. You say, well, you know what? I don't want to go to, yeah, I'm going to go on into work. Look, I know they might try to say something, but you know what? God, I thank you that I'm able to ignore it and keep on going and just say, and they come, hey, how you doing, JB Lee? How you doing, JB Lee? Hey, good morning, how you doing? See, they trying to create a negative, but you throw that power. Hey, how you doing? Come on. That's what you have to do. All right. That's our topic for today. Positive. Positive expectation. Positive expectation. If there's a positive, there can always be a negative. If there's a negative, there can always be a positive. Can't have one without the other. But I choose positive. All right. Let's get on down to our lunch menu for today. We got a positive today, y'all, on the lunch menu. We got a positive on this lunch menu today. Rosa, we got a positive on it today on this lunch menu. Carolyn, fall in here on me. Come on, somebody can testify to this. Joe King, listen, y'all know something about cooking. Listen at me. We're gonna talk about turkey stuffing today. Turkey stuffing. That's right, Joe King, with a smile. Say it with a smile. Hey, how you doing today? You know they trying to start something, but hey, how you doing? You put that smile on them. They see that ray of sunshine. They go on somewhere. They say, let me take this cloud somewhere else. They got sunshine on my cloudy day. Josephine, they see that smile, they say, let me take my little old dark clouds somewhere else. Because they have bought some sunshine on my cloudy day. All right. Our lunch menu for today is turkey stuffing. Listen at me good. Everybody knows what turkey stuffing supposed to taste like. Now, I can't tell you really how to make it. I've watched Eleanor make it. I've seen the stuff that she do, but everybody don't do things the same. I get that. But I have to tell you one thing about stuffing. Stuffing do not supposed to be like Jell-O pudding, nor is it supposed to be like cornbread. Come on. Listen, if your stuffing is not in the middle somewhere, where I don't want it running, I don't want no Jell-O pudding for stuffing. It's gonna give me the cranberries and I go somewhere and sit down. And I don't want no cornbread stuffing where you got to put gravy on it to eat it. I want some stuffing that you can with a little bit of the turkey off the juice off the turkey, a little bit of strings of turkey in it, a little bit of the some livers, you know how you have that stuff in it, then all that, the turkey neck, you got to do whatever you do with the turkey neck to put that in there. But everybody make it different. But one thing you cannot do with stuffing is have it like you eating Jell-O pudding. I don't want that kind of stuff. It's too loose. You got to be tightened up a little bit. Then you don't want it tight as cornbread. You see what I'm saying? You don't want it tight, where you got to put gravy on it and then throw it in the microwave. And then as you eating it, you got to cut it with your fork. Or either you pick it up and eat it like a piece of corn. I don't want that stuff. Some people might like that. That ain't why I don't want that. Give me the stuffing that's in between the Jell-O pudding and the cornbread. I want it medium. And don't be putting a whole lot of stuff in there. Listen, I don't want no stuffing that tastes like lemon pepper. People put lemon pepper seasoning in their stuffing. I don't want that. I don't want no stuffing that tastes like they putting the Old Bay in there. Putting the Old Bay season in their stuffing. I don't want that. And then they got some people put so much garlic. You say, is this stuffing or garlic bread? Where's the spaghetti? Is this garlic bread? See, we do too much. And you know how I know? Because I'm one of them that do too much. That's why Eleanor can't eat my cookie. Because I'll try something in a minute. I said, you know what? Everybody just using salt and pepper on it. I'm going to add a little of this to it. And she said, I can't eat that. I don't even get mad. Because I be trying stuff. But see, on Thanksgiving, there you go, if you don't know how to make it, leave it alone. On Thanksgiving, you can't be trying stuff. You see what I'm saying? You can't just be out trying stuff on Thanksgiving. That is not the time to start trying different things. That's why on Thanksgiving, you don't see me in nobody's kitchen doing nothing but maybe breaking up some ice. See listen, if you ain't got nothing else to do on Thanksgiving, get you some gloves, break up some ice. You know, you say, well, ain't nothing to that yet. You can make it an art. Don't just bust it on the floor, the bag on the floor. Get you a pick. And while everybody else got their little stuff they do and they stirring up stuff and they putting stuff in the oven and this and that and the other, get you an ice pick and start. Make you some carvings, some ice carvings or something. But stay away from them pots and pans if you don't know what you're doing. You know what? You can always find you something to do besides cooking. Get the cups out. Start putting people's names on the cups. Let's see here. There's some coming today. Let's see. Cheryl gonna be here. Let me see. Francis gonna be here. Start writing names on the cups. You see what I'm saying? Find you a little something to do. Besides, if you're not a cook, stay out that kitchen cooking, trying to put stuff together. Come on. Write names on cups. Fix some ice. Set the napkins out. Do some, you know what I'm saying? Make some decorations or something. Draw some turkeys. Get your piece of paper, start drawing you some turkeys. All right, that's how lush be for the day. Turkey stuffing. If you don't know what you're doing, don't try it on Thanksgiving. Don't even ask nobody. Wait till after the first of the year. Say, listen, I need you to help me make some stuff. And they say, well, Thanksgiving, I know, but I'm practicing for next year. They'll help me. All right, let's today we say something good about a day, because it matters what you say about your day, because life and death is in the power of the tongue. Clemson, not unless you the only one gonna eat it. Josephine, that's right. Stay out of that kitchen. Listen, life and death is in the power of the tongue. And I'm telling you, it matters what you say. Positive expectations. That's what we got to have. Even on Thanksgiving, have some positive expectation that somebody is going to cook this food that know what they're doing. I'm going positive. Listen, today is a blessed day. Y'all say with me, today is a blessed day. A day full of love, because God, you are love. A day full of grace. I need his grace every day in my life. A day full of mercy. Lord have mercy. A day full of peace. I need it. I need it. I need it. A day full of joy. Carl said they'll get the stove top. May as well get the stove top stuffing and sit down. That's right, Carl. If you're gonna do all that, don't put all that stuff in there. Get you the stove top stuffing and mix that up and go somewhere and sit down. Put water in it and keep going. Hey, a day full of help, a day full of joy. Come on, a day full of prosperity, a day full of all of who you are, God, because you are our everything. Listen, I'm telling you, God wants the best for your life. He loves you. He loves you. Listen, love on yourself. Love on somebody. Pray for yourself. Pray for somebody. But don't you let nobody mess up your day, not even yourself. Always keep your expectation positive. And I'm telling you, you see some positive things happen in your life. Listen, God loves you. He loves you. He loves you. I'm telling you, he really, really loves you. And we love you too here at the Love Morning Show. We out.